What's going on? Vincent Rapsardi, BigBlueUnbiased.com. Thank you to those who like, commented, and subscribed. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to turn notifications on so every time I post, you get a notification and you can come join in on the conversation. So this video will be a quick video, but we got some big news, okay? The Giants fired offensive line coach Marc Colombo today. Crazy situation. Originally, there was a report that him and Joe Judge got into a physical altercation. Then just about every single person in the media said, nope, that didn't happen. That's not true. But Marc Colombo has been fired. Apparently, it was started because Joe Judge wanted to bring in Dave DeGuglielmo. Tough name to say. Joe Judge wanted to bring him in as an offensive line consultant. The Giants were close to hiring him this offseason. Instead, went with Colombo. Giants' offensive line, obviously, they've had their struggles this season. They've played better of late. And apparently, Joe Judge has taken on a bigger role in helping the offensive line over the past few weeks because he didn't really like what he was seeing from Marc Colombo. So apparently, again, according to reports, Colombo was not happy with this. He was pissed that Judge brought in somebody to basically, oversee him or watch what he was doing and make sure he was doing a good job. And again, this kind of caused a rift between Judge and Colombo. And then Colombo had some choice words, and then Colombo got fired. Okay, so again, he was unhappy that Judge wanted to bring someone in to help the offensive line. He was annoyed that Judge had brought in a consultant in Dave DeGuglielmo to try and help Marc Colombo. He didn't like that Colombo, and then got really mad, and then said things and got fired. So that's where this situation stands. Let me say this. I respect the hell out of this decision by Joe Judge to begin with, right? Even before the firing of Marc Colombo, but to bring in someone who he thought was going to make his team better. Okay, what we see too often, and even the Giants have made some hires where it's very connections-based, right? So Joe Judge worked with this guy and this team, and even DeGuglielmo, he worked with Joe Judge in New England. So there is an obvious connection. But what I will say is this move, to me, says he's going to do whatever he thinks is best for the football team in order for them to win games. Okay, the best players are going to play and the best coaches are going to coach. And if you're Marc Colombo and you're not getting the job done and Joe Judge has to step in, or if he thinks there's another person out there that can do a better job or help out, he's going to go out and make that move. Okay, and you got to respect that. Now we'll see if this works out, right? Can't get much worse, right? The way the Giants their offensive line has performed overall this season has not been great. Like I said, they've been playing better of late, but that's also because they were playing really, really bad before that. They are headed in the right direction. Looks like Joe Judge has taken on a bigger role in helping their offensive line, but Joe Judge also feels like this new hire will continue their trend of their positive trend on the offensive line over the past couple of weeks. So again, I respect a coach that is willing to go out there and put the best players in the field, because I know it sounds easy. It sounds easy, just put the best guys out there. No, it doesn't always work like that. It's not always a meritocracy. There's many situations where players play based on name, contract. They've been on the team for years. They've been a veteran for years in the league, and they play based on that, and they don't always play based on if they're still good or not. Same thing with coaches. Some coaches stick around on teams even when they're not very good. Okay, and that's based on, okay, I've known this coach for years and years and years, and I don't want to fire him, or I don't want to take away his play calling duties, or whatever it might be. So I respect this decision a lot by Joe Judge to go out and get someone that he thinks will help his football team win games. You got to respect that. I also noticed some people had said, well, what's going on here? Why are people reporting things that they don't know are true? Because the original report was that Joe Judge and Marc Colombo had a fist fight. And then basically every single mainstream media beat writer, reporter came out and said that's not true. Okay, that's not true. So some people were like, what is going on? Like, why would somebody just come out and report that? Jason McIntyre, apparently Fox Sports had reported that. I believe he's still at Fox Sports. Had reported that. And, some people were like, why? Like, well, here's the thing, okay? In today's day, right, in today's age, people want to be the first. They want to be the first person to report something, even if it's not completely verified or if it's not completely true. They want to be the first because there's no penalty. Okay, this is the unfortunate part about today's media. There's really no penalty. If you're the first person to report something and you didn't really verify it completely and it may not be completely true, but you go out there and you get a ton of retweets, you get a ton of likes, you get a ton of people to click on your story, okay, what's the worst thing that happens? It's not true, and then a ton of people still retweeted, liked, and clicked on your story and read it. There's virtually no penalty. it's an unfortunate part in today's media, but what's going to happen is people are going to say, oh, that's messed up, that's not true. And then 5 minutes later, a new story is going to come out, and you're going to forget about the person who even reported the other story. Okay, there's just so many things that go on every single day on Twitter and every social media and every media company here and there that even something that might piss you off and say, why did that person report that without verifying it? You'll probably forget about it in an hour, okay? And then a new story will be out, and then this. So there's no penalty. That's just how it goes. It's unfortunate, but that's how it goes.